Hello there, welcome back to my channel Juella, or if you're new here then welcome to my channel. And also a hello from my grumpy dog on the bed. I say grumpy, if I call her name she's not going to look. I'll just prove the fact. Ella! See, she's not even looking. And don't worry, she's not dead, she's definitely alive because I was just stroking her a minute ago. Anyway, she's cosy on the bed there because it's got a cosy blanket on. No other reason. Anyway, so slightly different type of video for you today. I know that a lot of people do like get ready with me's and skincare tutorials, things like that, to show you what products to use. Well, I do intend on doing stuff like that, but you know what I'm like. Chat, 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 yabba, 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 waffle, 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 and my videos go on forever and ever. So instead, what I'm going to do today is simply talk through the products that I've used today on my face, both with my skincare and my makeup. Just so you can see what I use in a typical day really, when I actually can be bothered to do my skincare and my makeup. So here goes. First things first, I've had a shower. I've washed and dried my hair. The shampoo that I used was the Pantene, the colour one, even though my hair desperately needs coloured. It's full of grey highlights, like seriously. But anyway, I used the Pantene shampoo, and conditioner wise I used the one that we got in a Look Fantastic box, I want to say last month or the month before. It was a halfer one because I just got the conditioner and not the shampoo. You should always get a duo, but I didn't. Just the way it is, hey ho. I think I grumbled about it at the time. So anyway, I used that, and it's okay. It's not bad, it's not horrendous. And then I always use a bit of serum on my hair before I dry it. This is one of the John Frieda ones, the frizzy stuff. Now I think this one is Polish and Serum Perfect Finish. I usually use the bluey purple coloured one, but this is like an orangey colour. Makes no difference, it's still a clear serum. But I like to just use a couple of pumps of that on my wet hair, and then I brush it and dry it as normal. Just helps with a few flyaways now and again and a little bit of the frizz. So yeah, that's what I did with my hair, and then I quickly dried it and put it up in a clip. A little bit of hairspray, voila, that's all I've done with my hair. So getting on to my skincare. First thing I used was the Memy Skin Micellar Water. Now I know a lot of people double cleanse, but you know what, I usually bloody forget to do that. I try to do it a couple of times a week, but it's usually about once a week, if that I manage it. Same with exfoliating. I need to make so much more of an effort to kind of get my skincare game upped, to be honest. But anyway, that's the plan for this year. Skincare, skincare, skincare. Really concentrate on it, especially nighttime stuff. Anyway, so yeah, this is in my Panin 22 for 22 project. It's the Memy Skin Micellar Water. It's okay. It's not the best micellar water in the world. I personally prefer the cheaper one, the Garnier one, the Skin Active Garnier, which is a fraction of the price of this. But I got it in a beauty box, so it's getting used. So that is the micellar water I used. Then I use a toner, and I've been using this one again, Panin Project 22 for 22. It's the vegan skincare one, Original Skin Tonic. It smells nice, it's okay. I'm slowly getting through it, guys. I use it twice a day as best I can. It's alright, it's nothing to write home about. I do prefer my Elemis one, and there's another one I like using, but I've totally forgotten what one it is. I'm like looking up thinking, what one is it? I think it's the Juella one, the rose one. It's really quite refreshing. But anyway, this actually does smell nice and it's okay. It does the job. So then I use that. Then I don't always use a serum, but I quite like this one. This is by Figs and Rouge. I got it in a beauty box last year, and it is the Clarity one. So I think it's got a slight exfoliating property to it, and when you feel it, it feels a tiny bit bitty, so it feels like you're going to have to wash it off your face, but you really don't. I think the little tiny, minuscule beads in it just kind of evaporate and dissolve to nothing in your face, to be honest, or at least that's what I think. Either that or mine's gone off. So if you use this, please let me know. Does it feel a bit gritty? Just a tiny bit gritty, because mine does, and I don't know if it's supposed to, but it smells okay. It doesn't really smell of anything, so it's fine. But yeah, then I've used this serum, which I've been using for quite a while. I think that might be in my Panin Project. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. Then after that, I used a moisturising cream, and I've been using lately a lot this because it's almost finished. Should have put this in the Panin Project, but I didn't, hey ho. This is by Lancome, and it's the Hydrazine Cream. This is beautiful. Doesn't smell much. It's got a nice fresh smell. You can't tell, but that's pretty much empty. I think I'll get another 1 or 2 goes out of that. So yay, I've nearly finished a product. I've panned something. I'm always happy when I finish something, thinking at least I'm getting things used. But anyway, this is beautiful. It's a lot like the Clinique Moisture Surge. So if you like the feel of that one, then you'll like this Lancome one. Like I say, I do personally quite like it. It's like a pale pink colour and it's quite gel-like consistency rather than a cream. And I do have another one which I'm staring at up there. That's why my eyes keep darting over there, because I've got like big unit storage things with makeup and skincare in. So yeah, I do have another one and I'm so happy to have another one because it's really, really nice. So I do kind of recommend that. So that's my skincare. With my skincare, I do still use cotton pads. I know it's not the most, like, you know, eco warrior type thing to use, and it's not fantastic for the planet, but I do still use them at times, but not all the time. I also use the cloths that you can put in the washing machine, which I do use them as well. 50-50 to what I go for, to be honest. With toners, I tend to use the pads, and for taking my nail polish off. But when it comes to cleansing my face, micellar waters, taking makeup off, I do use these because they're like a little flannel, really. So yeah, that's a mixture of what I use tool-wise. Now then, perfume. I'll quickly start with the perfume before I go into the makeup. This is one by Lush, and it's the Lush Vanilla. This I have had for a long time, and as you can see, it's only got a little bit left. I think there's about 1 centimetre left in the bottom there. It's a 100ml bottle, and I've had it for years. And there is a sell-by date on it. There's not normally with perfumes as far as I'm aware, but because Lush are fresh handmade cosmetics, there is a date on it. And I looked at this the other day and thought, oh dear, it's out of date. And like I say, I must have had it about 6 or 7 years. So the date on it was 08/21, which is obviously last August. But it's fine. It still smells alright. It hasn't brought us out in a rash. So I'm just desperately trying to get it panned. I'm desperately trying to get it finished. So wish us luck. I keep using this. So I smell like a cake basically, because it's very cake vanilla essence smell. But it's beautiful. I really like vanilla-y smells. So yes, I smell like a cake factory today. Anyway, so I'm really desperately trying to use that up. Starting with my face. So I would often use a primer, but for some reason I didn't today. I sometimes find that with this Lancome cream, it acts like a half primer, half moisturiser. So sometimes you don't need a primer. I'm trying to get this panned as well. I think it's got enough for 1 go left in it. Love this BB cream by Marcel. It's the Golden Glow one, and I don't think it's got a shade. I think it's just called Golden Glow. I think I got this in a Birchbox about a year or 2 ago. I've had it for a long time, but it's a nice one. I've had a few of them as well. I really do quite like them. I don't often wear foundation. I normally use just a primer and then put a bit of sort of powders on my face and stuff. But yeah, if I do use anything, it's generally a BB cream or a skin tint. Sometimes foundation, but only ever medium or sheer coverage, never full coverage, because I don't like that cakey kind of look on my face. So yeah, I use this BB cream and I really do like it, and I do recommend it. But I haven't got a clue where you can buy it, because yeah, it's not like L'Oreal or Max Factor or Rimmel that you could get in Boots. It's Marcel, which I think's Birchbox. I'm not sure. Birchbox website, I'm pretty sure. And probably eBay, of course, or Amazon. So next thing I used was this e.l.f. setting powder. It's the translucent one. I think it's called Beyond Powder. My lovely friend Kat sent me this last month, and it's a really fine milled powder, and I couldn't wait to open it. I said to myself, I don't need to open it yet because I've got other setting powders, and I very seldomly use a setting powder. I normally use it kind of just on my jawline because I don't have particularly oily skin. I just like to have my makeup looking a little bit set and try and make my skin look as smooth and flawless as I can. But I haven't got bad skin luckily, so it's not that much of a chore. I've just got deep set frown lines in my forehead, which I can thank me nana and me dad for. But anyway, so yeah, this lovely setting powder is beautiful, really finely milled, really nice. I've had some in the past that have felt like talc, and a lot of kind of excess comes off them, but this one's really super fine. Yes, it does have a bit of excess coming off, but not much, and it just leaves your skin feeling like sort of silky and smooth, and like it's got not a lot on it, which I like because I don't like a cakey feel. So I can highly recommend that e.l.f. setting powder, and it's the translucent one. It doesn't go on white, it's translucent. Now I don't know if my ring light or the lighting in here is doing my skin any justice today, probably not, But like I say, I don't have bad skin. I don't particularly have lots of zits and blemishes. I do get dark circles under my eyes, but that's about it. And like I say, the dreaded frown lines that make us look wrinkly. But anyway, other than that, yeah, I do like this product. So then what did I use? I used the Benefit Boing, which is a mixture of Boing and What's Up, which is basically like a highlighting concealer. It's a duo thing, there's two there. So we've got the highlighter, that's the highlighter, the What's Up, and that's the Boing concealer. I use a little bit of that under my eyes, but also as an eyelid primer for eyeshadow. I've used it for years. It works a treat. Most concealers work better than eyeshadow primers in my opinion. Through trying several different ones over the years, this works a treat for me, and I've stuck with it ever since. So I've been about 15 years using the same products. Not the same tub, obviously, I've had several, but yeah, if they still sell it, I highly recommend it. That is the Benefit Boing, but I think it's quite pricey. So then after that, I do a little bit of bronzing, just a little bit of contouring, just on my cheekbone area, which you might think that looks like a fake line, but that's actually my cheekbone. So it looks quite defined, but that is like the way my cheekbones are. But anyway, I just make it look a teeny bit more defined with this, which is the Park Ave Princess Tarte palette. Got this in a Glossy Box advent calendar a couple of years ago, and I'm so thrilled. I've hit pan on 3 of those shades. Like the 2 lighter ones are nearly all gone, and again I use them on my jawline just to define the contour from the jaw bit, like from underneath it, to make it look like, you know, a bit contrast, bit of dimension to my face hopefully. The darker ones I don't use as much, but yeah, really like this palette. If I saw one of these on eBay for a £5 or a £10, I would definitely purchase it, and I do recommend it. I think it's fab for contouring and bronzing. It's my go-to one for that. So for that, I just use a Real Techniques 200 brush. I think that's what it is, just for when I'm kind of packing it into my jawbone. Other than that, I don't really contour on my face much. I put a tiny bit either side of my nose because I think I've got quite a fat nose, but yeah, we'll get into that another time. Just being self-critical of myself there. And obviously I've got 2 chins, but hey ho. So yeah, I used that brush. Then I went over with a little bit more setting powder with this big fluffy brush, this big face powder brush, which is really soft. I think this one's Unicorn Cosmetics, and it actually needs a little wash. It's multicoloured, but it's looking a bit peachy on the end there. Haven't washed it for a couple of weeks, so I really need to give that a little bit of a scrub-a-dub-dub with some micellar water, because that's what I use to clean my brushes, and good old fairy liquid or Dove soap or whatever. So yeah, need to clean that brush. Then what did I use? I'm trying to think. I haven't actually got any highlighter on it today, I've just realised. I used a little bit of blusher. This is the Too Faced palette, and it was the Snow Girl one, and the colour I use is this coral colour here, which is called Merry and Bright. It's a beautiful colour. I'm just going to do a little swatch on my hand, but I don't know if you can see it, but I really like that colour. It's definitely my kind of shade. I'm not so much into like the bright pinks. I mean, I quite like that darker one and that lighter one, but the peachy tones are definitely my type of tone. So yeah, really quite like that. But I try not to go overboard with blusher, because I haven't got rosacea, but I don't like my cheeks to look like Santa Claus. So I try not to go too overboard with it. Try being the operative word. And I just use this little cheap brush. I think I got this on eBay years ago. Like, I got a set of them. It's perfect. It's quite dense, so you've got quite a lot of control when you put your blusher on with it. I find that better than a big, like, you know, big powder brush where the blusher can go all over. I'd rather keep mine quite controlled in a certain place only. So yeah, I used that. Then what did I do? I'm trying to think. Then I probably curled my eyelashes. Good old eyelash curlers. Then I did my eyebrows, which I used this Lord & Berry eyebrow pencil, which is in like a brown colour. On one end you've got your little spoolie to brush your eyebrows, always in an upward motion, and then the brown eyebrow pencil, which, as you can see, it's just like a brown shade. I don't know if you can tell there, my ring light's quite bright, isn't it? But it's just like a brown colour, same colour as my eyebrows basically, just to neaten them up. I don't like to make my eyebrows look false or slug-like, they just are what they are. I just fill in any sparse gaps and then set them with an eyebrow setting gel. Now the one I'm currently using is the Kryolan eyebrow forming gel. it's absolutely fine. You can feel it a little bit stiff on your eyebrows, but it's not like mega stiff, it's not like concrete. If the wind blows, your eyebrows will probably stay in place, but yeah, it's absolutely fine. It's a good bushy wand as well. Some of them are quite little, this one's quite big, and it's just clear, but it's nice just to set your eyebrows in place, just to make them look neat and tidy, because the eyebrows frame the face and they can make or break a makeup look. Yeah, just thought I'd put that out there. So then what did I do? I think I did a little bit of eyeshadow. Now this palette is filthy, like I'm so sorry I haven't cleaned it. This is my Memy palette and it's the Millennial one. This was in my very first Juella box. If anyone can remember, anyone who got it, yeah. Anyway, these are the colours. It's a real go-to palette for me. I use it all the time. It's well loved, it really is, and I've nearly hit pan on 2 colours. So yeah, I just used a couple of shades from here. I used this shade here just as a base on my eye. Then I used the darker brown, that one there, in the outer corner. And a little bit of that one on the lower lash line as like a liner almost. And a tiny bit in the socket, the dark one. Then a little bit of this shimmer here on the lid on the inner corner and along. So they're the 4 colours that I used. It's got a lovely khaki green colour as well, which I really do quite like. But I highly recommend this palette. I don't recommend the brand in general because the owner is a little bit of an ASS. Probably shouldn't say that, but they were a little bit arsey with me when I had some broken palettes arrive and then not everything arrived that I'd ordered. But yet they took all my money. Yes, I had a bit of a hoo-ha for several months. That was 2 years ago, but never mind. They've got a lot of things in the sale now, a hell of a lot of things for really good prices, and I do recommend this palette. Even though I don't kind of want to go out and advertise giving them business, I recommend this palette. It's a nice formula, good pigments and nice colours, and yeah, it goes on really nice. So yeah, really quite like that palette. It is a go-to one. I use this fluffy crease brush just for popping my eyeshadow in the crease. And other than that, I use my finger, just my fingertip, to put it on the lid. Very professional, I know. And this sort of angled liner brush for the lower lash line, of just putting it on the lower lash line there. That's the one I used, which is actually a glossy box one. Must have got this in a glossy box a few years ago. Eyeliner wise, Ciate Stamp and Drag. Now I didn't use the stamp bit, I just used the drag bit, which is basically just a black liquid felt eyeliner, and just did it on the top lash line there, and then just did a little flick just on either side, and that's basically it. But you do have, oh, it just broken there when I opened it. You do have the little stamp to give you a wing if you're not very good at drawn wings, which sometimes might come out completely wrong, but it is what it is. I'll leave them. But yeah, this is actually quite good. So I don't know if you can see there, but you can just basically make a little flower on your hand. But no, it does actually give you the wing if you're not very confident at drawing a wing. So that is good. I do highly recommend that one. Mascara that I've used today is the Ico Yoga waterproof one. This stuff, trying to get it off, it's like glue. It's like super glue on your eyelashes, but it works. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah, would I buy it? Probably not, but it's okay. I'm just trying to get it used up because I opened it a few months ago, so I'm trying to finish it off. Simple as that. And finally, my lipstick. This is my all-time favourite lipstick by Kiko. It's number 5 and it's in the Paradise range. I think that's what it's called, Unexpected Paradise, I think. 05. It's my absolute all-time favourite lipstick. The lighting's probably not doing it justice, but it's like, as you can tell because I've got it on, it's a lovely red. I'm just gonna top it up there for you on my lips. I love this colour, it's definitely very me, and I highly recommend the brand Kiko. I personally absolutely love it, and it's quite affordable as well. There's often things in the sale. I'm sure I got this in the sale as well, so I think it cost us about £4 or £5 instead of a few pounds more than that. Anyway, I'm going to have a look online though, because this is my last one. I did have 2 and I'm so frightened it's going to get discontinued or go out of stock and then I can't get hold of it, because it's my go-to signature colour. So yeah, I definitely want to get another one. Anyway, so that is it guys. I have talked you through the products that I have used today. My face doesn't look anything special, it's just very everyday. It just is what it is. and I am now going to go and dry the dishes and put them away and cook dinner. How exciting. Like, I've put my makeup on to do that. Anyway, I've just noticed the dog's moved. She's on my side of the bed up next to me pillow. Must smell nice. That's because it smells of pillow spray all the time. Anyway, right, other than that, I'm going to go now, guys, because I've waffled on long enough. And my throat is about to dry out completely. I need a cup of tea. I should have brought one upstairs, but I didn't. Hey ho. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, just something a little bit different, not a get ready with me or a tutorial, just talking you through the products I use, because often people are interested in what sort of products people actually use, what makeup they're using, what skincare they're using. I know that I like to see what people are using. I don't necessarily have to watch them apply it and watch them do it, but it's nice to see what people use. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, well, that's also okay. I understand. I'm sure you're not watching it up until now if you haven't enjoyed it. Anyway, other than that, I will be back for a Mask Monday, probably on a Sunday. And yeah, anything else that I get, I'll probably do a quick video. Other than that, yeah, take care. Thank you for watching, and bye bye for now from me and the invisible dog Ella. I'm just going to turn the camera so you can see if you can see her. See, she's up near Mummy's pillow. Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye for now.